Meet Benga Oreshegun, a fearless voice and an advocate for the truth. He's bringing fresh energy and bold insights to journalists' hangout.
Get ready for deeper analysis and dynamic perspectives. Join me and Babajide Kolade Otitoju with other veteran journalists on Journalists' Hangout. Weekdays from 5 p.m. and on Sundays 1:30 p.m.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking it.
That's it. News at 4, and we are staying with developments in Jigawa State, where residents are yet to recover from the loss of 171 persons after Tuesday's tanker explosion in Majia town. The Minister of State for Petroleum, Heineken Lukwubiri, described the explosion as a national disaster and a wake-up call for stricter safety regulations. Well, during a condolence visit to the governor, Umar Namadi, and the affected families, the minister emphasized the need for collective action to prevent future tanker explosions. He also commended the state government's effort to enhance safety measures in the state.
Your Excellency, we came today to see for ourselves what has happened here. But first of all, I want to extend the heartfelt condolences, of the Minister of Petroleum Resources, NMDPRA. I know that yesterday, the federal government, sent a delegation to you. So I don't want to speak on behalf of federal government, but I want to speak on behalf of the petroleum sector. We came, to convey our condolences to you and the government and people of Jigawa State.
Yesterday, I received the leadership of NATO, national leadership of NATO. They have come to condole us. And from their submission, they have a very good proposal on how to deal with this matter. I think in your effort to do that, there's a need to reach out to NATO leadership.
Well, let's turn our attention to the nation's capital, where the Nigerian Police Air Force says its electronic central motor registry has aided recovery of stolen vehicles. Spokesman for the police, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says 3 vehicles have been recovered while investigation is ongoing to recover others. Sifon Essien has more on this.
In the last month alone, the police flagged a total of 612 hijacked and missing vehicles across Nigeria. This was made possible through the deployment of the Electronic Central Motor Registry, or ECMR.
The owner had reported vehicle stolen on the stolen vehicle portal and provided the details of the vehicle. The innocent buyer applied to obtain the CMR certificate, but the system triggered an alert that the vehicle had been reported or flagged stolen. And this is one of the benefits of ECMR. Once you have your vehicle registered, you have your papers, everything intact, and you relate with us on this portal. Once your vehicle is stolen, it's going to be flagged stolen. And with this, it goes a long way. It's going to be circulated to all our commands and formations so that this can aid the quick recovery of your vehicle.
He says Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has ordered an immediate investigation to dismantle criminal syndicates responsible for vehicle hijacking.
Like 2 weeks ago, the IGP also gave directive for immediate investigation to recover a second batch of 612 vehicles reported or flagged stolen on our ECMR platform. In the same vein, 1,610 vehicles with conflicting information have been referred for investigation.
But no, actually, I just searched for a report and where to report stolen vehicles. Yes, and I saw CMR. When I now saw something that has to do with police, I quickly had to report it there. the last part you're going to do before submission was to snap the proof of ownership, which you get from your car particulars. And after doing it, you submit, you get a code that also registers you on the portal.
The police spokesman affirms that the force is determined to use technology to stay ahead of criminal syndicates and ensure the safety of vehicles nationwide. Sifon Asian, TVC News, Abuja.
All away from security matters now, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission says it will convene an investigative public hearing into the recurring national grid failure in the country. The agency, in a statement, said the public hearing would help identify immediate and remote causes of recurring incidents of grid disturbances and widespread outages. This development follows another grid collapse today, which, according to the NERC, was triggered by an explosion of a current transformer at the Jeba transmission station and associated cascade of power plants shutdown arising from the loss of load. According to the agency, efforts to restore supply have advanced, with powers significantly restored as at 1 p.m. in 33 states and the FCT. This is the third time the national grid will collapse this week. And to security matters again, to Cross River State, where the police command paraded Ambazonian rebel fighters responsible for terrorizing the state. While the Commissioner of Police pledging the command's readiness to arresting the remaining militants and restoring peace to the affected areas, assured the public that the command is committed to maintaining law and order and asked citizens to cooperate with the police by providing useful information to aid in the fight against crime. The suspects will be charged to court upon completion of investigations.
3 suspects were arrested on that day, and then further recoveries were made. Dangerous weapons, including improvised explosive devices, booklets of the Ambazonian soldiers, 2 flags belonging to them, and other accessories, charms and other things. So upon the strength of that investigation that was extended, the leader of that clique, that syndicate, that gang, Silvanus Mba Pacho.
Well, in other news now, the Enugu State Board on Security Trust Fund has launched a 20 billion naira fund to build on the successes achieved by the state government in securing the lives and property of its people. The board is also seeking support from individuals and the private sector in order to implement the projects. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has more on this.
The 1996 World Food Summit Age of Food Security resolved that people at all times should have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food that meet their dietary needs. Effort deployed by successive administration to boost agriculture in Nigeria yielded little results. Hence, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's declaration of state of emergency on food security on 13th of July 2023. Central Bank of Nigeria revealed that inflation rate rose to 32.7% in September 2024, up to 32.2% in previous month, while food inflation, which accounts for the bulk of Nigeria's inflation basket, rose to 37.8% in September, up to 37.5% in August. The contributing factors include the depreciation of Naira and the increase in transportation fee amid the impact of recent severe flood in food-producing areas. To support this, market survey in Enugu, southeast Nigeria, is a reflection of the dearth of evidence in most states as traders and buyers groan over rising cost of food items. They rule out the contributing factor, which majorly centers on the cost of transporting goods from one point to another.
Said the foreign rice 82,000, 83,000. But as it is now, this foreign rice now is 140,000.
Fuel now, we want to fuel our bus now. It's from 15, 20. So that's the challenge.
Now it's 5,000 something. But before we are buying 3,000. 3,000 something. The money is too high now.
This was why the government of Enugu State at this year World Food Day believes that its plan of establishing 260 smart farm settlements, each per word, will record a giant stride in achieving zero hunger and poverty-free economy.
The support is aimed towards productivity to improve crop yields and make farming more sustainable in our state.
The World Food Day is celebrated on October 16 every year to call for global attention on accessibility of food, and the Enugu State government plans to cultivate over 300,000 hectares of land under the Smart Mechanized Agriculture Revolution. Bamidele Ajayi, TVC News, Enugu.
And back here in Lagos, members of the Governor's Advisory Council of Lagos has commended the developmental projects carried out across Ifelodun Local Council Development Area. At the inspection of the projects, the GAC members also applauded the council chairman for a job well done.
It was a two-day exercise that began with a community engagement which had in attendance the council head, members of the GAC and residents of Ifelodun Local Council Development Area. Shortly after was the distribution of food items to 1,500 indigents in the community, a move made by the local government to cushion the effect of the harsh economic situation on the people.
There's much hunger. I really thank God. Since he has the feeling to help feed us, God will feed him.
Very, very happy. It is good. We thank him. May God continue to bless him for us.
The disbursement of Social Security Fund to the elderly, cash support was also given to petty traders and youths in the area.
There is no Ebin power in the Ifelodun. Everybody's life is touched. We are giving them food palliatives. We are giving them 50,000 naira, 100 different people per month. We have gone about 30 months now, so we are going to continue to do that. There are different people. As a matter of fact, 500 youth are given 10,000 naira, the unemployed youth, 10,000 naira a month. And the aged are also receiving the same 10,000 naira for the aged every month. They are different people.
We all know what is happening, but local government, as the grassroots government, very close to it, must be seen to support the state and the federal government. That is what they are doing. Like I've said, this one goes around every month, so that more or less we carry the in charge of the community.
Seeing is believing. From what we have seen, the chairman is doing very well, making our party proud. I have seen a lot of welfareism project and program that he has been handling. I'm really impressed.
Every ward you have at least 3 boreholes. Then street lights is illuminating the whole of the local government, street by street. So at least he has covered more than 20 streets now, and it's an ongoing project.
Other highlights of the event was the inspection of projects which showcased the impacts of the local governments in the areas of community welfare, economic development and infrastructure improvements. Abimbola Agbibi, TVC News, Lagos.
Still on to TVC News. We'll have more stories in just a moment. Stay with us.